Anam's success story is very important to me. I told her yesterday, the first message she sent me on LinkedIn, it was confused. Don't know, I cannot do PMP, it is impossible, things like that. So many things like that. And I was like, why she's saying that? Then we have discussion, and she told me she's a working mom with mashallah three grown-up son, right? Working in Pakistan with three grown-up sons means you have to cook for them, you have to take care for them. And you guys just saw that trailer that today I am taking care of my children, and I like my wife actually made the entire pancake. I just have to warm them up. That still, it is almost impossible as a man to handle those things. So she has to handle every single thing. Is a working mom doing a very great job, and and she did PMP in less than 3 weeks. That is something I want to say that she's in batch one, and she was ready like on 12th of February. Due to we could not get that date, she was looking for that. So she was actually ready in 2 weeks. This is something I want to say here. Like when other students clear, you can have a complaint. Oh, okay, he's not having a job. He can study. He's a male. He can study. He's young. He can study, etc., etc. There can be multiple here. I'm sharing with you. That's why I brought her to the coaching call so that it can be a time of reflection. Working mom of three grown-ups, not like not grown up like me, like those who are most demanding at age and working, cooking, everything. And she did it in 3 weeks and with zero knowledge of PMP. Like this makes me so happy. Like she said, I cannot do it, etc., etc. That was her first message on LinkedIn and on WhatsApp, both of that, and she did it. What else proof we need here? That commitment, courage, consistency. You can do it in 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, or you can do it the way she did it. So Anam, a round of applause from my heart. Very well done. Why don't you share your journey, sister, in your wording?
Thank you very much for such a great introduction. I am really humbled. And yes, of course, I started with a very confused state of mind, and I've been thinking since probably last maybe 2 years for doing PMP, but with a lot of things coming up, I've always been postponing it. That okay, I might do it in the second half of this year. Okay, I'll do it next year. And so someone referred me to Mr. Amir and asked me that you just check out his videos and you know see if you can manage. And I messaged him, and he's very right that I messaged him and I told him that I have 3 kids. These are all house chores and job and all the things I have to do. Do you think I will be able to do it? So he was like, if you can give 2 hours every day, then you can do it. I tried, and I gave more than 2 hours every day. And that was a time when my kids went to sleep. And I think I haven't slept for like maybe 8, 9, or 10 hours in the last 1 month, because every day when they went to sleep, after that I used to get time, and there was pin drop silence in the house. And then I would do the mocks and kept updating him that this is my score. And I was quite skeptical about my score, and I used to ask him, I'm getting this percentage, I'm really worried, I think I cannot do it. But he was always very hopeful, and he said, you just move on, do the RCA, move on, you're doing good, you're good to go, good to go. So that really kept me going. And obviously, it wasn't easy with a lot of responsibilities, but I think my message to everyone would be, if I can do it, you all can do it.
Yeah. If he can do it, you all can do it. Okay. Anam, how did you manage now? Okay, you gave us a little bit. I want to go into detail, not on a high level thing. You were managing kids, cooking, all those things. How did you manage work time? And to be very true, how much you slept in those days when you were doing 4 hour mock with timer?
Yes. Um, as I told you before, because in the morning, I have to get up early and send kids to school, and then my office time, I used to come back around 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock. Then again, giving them, feeding them, and uh, um, uh, making them go to bed. And after that, if they slept around 10 o'clock or something, I used to, be up till 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock midnight in the last 1 month. At least 30 days, I was up till 3 o'clock, sometimes 2:30, sometimes 4 o'clock. And by the grace of Almighty, I completed all the mocks before the time ended,
Hmm.
whether they were like 60 questions, whether it was 180 mock. I was, mashallah, always before time I used to end them. And that was probably, I used to think that, I'm just speeding it up. And that's the reason I am getting questions wrong, because I was not slowing down, and I was very, very quick. So I had to, tell myself that, slow down, read it again, read it again.
Hmm.
So, but it was good.
Okay. Now, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. You can say that I am busy. You can take 1 year. Even my program, you can take 4 months, 3 months, or you can do it this way. That's why I always say that customize roadmap. She was in her group doing the best, and I was customizing it on every single day. It was not a weak customization, right? I gave her go ahead on 12th of February, give the exam. She told me that she is unable to give it because of XYZ reasons. And then I gave her other mocks. Then we went back for the mocks we skipped. We had like skipped of 180, I guess, 3 mocks of random, a lot of mocks because I was seeing her, I was looking at with daily communication how she is doing. And that is what I am all about. Follow up, working with you, making sure that you are on the right track, and let's get this thing done. Anam, now let's go to the nitty gritty of the exam. I don't want you to tell anybody how much time you completed. They will get scared. uh, how difficult exam was comparing it to the random mocks 5 to 11. 60 random mocks 5 to 11.
Um, Maybe I did a lot of mocks,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe like uh, 3,000 plus questions, or around 3,500 questions I did, and every day I was doing. So I think they were like the random mocks, but they were also very close to the overall six mocks,
Hmm.
the
Overall,
one we get at the end.
okay.
The,
Overall,
the
like okay. So last 6 mocks, the ATP mocks that I gave it to you, they were relevant to
No,
that.
you did not. You did not give me ATV mocks. I asked you, and
Those
you said, "Please go and
60,
sit for the exam."
those 666 mocks are ATP mocks. I titled them overall mocks. I
Okay,
titled them
okay, okay,
overall mocks because I want to give them an end. Okay, those are same
okay,
mocks but in a different order. Those are same mocks
okay,
in
okay.
a different order because I have to
In a
put
different order.
classification in my way. Okay,
Okay.
guys, this is Anam and her success story. If it does not motivate you, I have nothing else. Let me make it that clear. Okay, so guys, if you have any question, feel free to ask. We're more than open. Anam, stakeholder communication team agile is the heart and soul.
Um, one thing about the paper, that I did not encounter any single question which was one-liner.
Okay.
The length of the questions was three, 3.5, 4 lines. And most of the 50% of the questions had options which were one-liner, like the options were one line. There
Hmm.
were 50% of the questions which had very small options, like you can just skim through and go through it.
Hmm.
So the questions, I won't say it was the question. Obviously, the test was easy for me, but the thing is that the questions were not very straightforward. It was a little nerve-wracking, and there were, I will not mention the number. There were a lot of questions which were exactly like mocks.
Hmm. This is one of the most important thing that we need to look into that, and we need to worked on that, how things can be done, how things can be improved, and what are the things that we need to look into that. Okay, and let me share it
About
here.
one
She
thing,
shared,
uh,
she cleared the entire exam in 2 hours for everybody. Even with, do you read books a lot?
I no, I do not
No,
read books
because
a
you
lot, but
read
I don't know.
even three-liner questions and you read it quickly. That was cool. How many drags and drop
Yes.
question, formula questions were there?
Okay. First, in my paper, agile was not dominant.
Okay.
There was there was quality questions, there were communication questions, there were a lot of team questions, stakeholder questions, and there were a lot of questions about regulations, that a new regulation has come, what is the project manager going to do? Or we are in the middle of the project and a new regulation about dash dash thing has come, and now what are you going to do? So if there were questions about the stakeholder influence metrics, but less about agile. There was quality. There was
They were
quality, there was scope, requirement traceability metrics, and
okay.
there were only luckily there were only two drag and drop questions which were very easy, very straightforward.
Very
And
easy.
there were two numericals, like two calculation questions. One was about that SPI and CPI, which was also very straightforward. It did not require any calculation.
Mm.
There was another calculation question which took almost that one whole page, in which
Mm.
there was a certain budget was given at the top, and then they had give that optimistic and OPM values,
Mm.
and then we had to calculate the number of days through that OPM values. And after that, there were like three employees having different salaries. We had to calculate their salaries for 5 days and
Mm.
then see how much we could save in the new budget. So that was like a calculation question which had four different parts,
Mm.
and you know I had to go through it, but I hope it was right. I don't know, but it was. I
Does not
hope it was
matter.
right.
To be very true, does not matter. You cleared PMP,
Yeah.
sister. But what does it matter? It was
Yes.
right, wrong.
Yeah.
But
And as Alhamdulillah, it's above target in all three domains. So I think most of the question must be right.
yeah, it has to be. It has to be. Otherwise, okay. Thank you very much. If anyone else has any question that they would like to ask Anam, please feel free to ask. Anam, extremely happy for you and extremely happy with the journey you put it out and how you did it. I'm sure now you can proudly say to your children, if I can do it, why don't you study?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Keep on asking them that you have to get A star, A star. So before my exam, they were saying, Mama, if you do not get A star, then we are not going to forgive you. We are not going to spare you. I said,
For
okay,
sure, for
I'll
sure.
try.
Okay, Ami, go ahead, please.
Hi, Anam. Very, very
Hello.
congratulations. First of all, like, clearing the exam in 2, 3 weeks, it's dream come true kind of stuff. So many
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank
I have a
you.
questions I'm preparing again, and like I have a question like I'm by doing the topic, Mera, I left with the 3, 4 topic, but studying the topic itself took me a lot of time. I mean, creating a mind map or going through again those videos, and also, is there any if you can help something like how you have done that quick thing, possibly if this can help me.
Okay, thank you very much, Amy, first of all. Secondly, the mind maps I or we all together made in the class.
Hmm.
After that, I did not make any mind map.
Okay.
But during the session of those six classes, I was continuously taking notes from needs
Yes.
assessment till transition to operations.
Okay.
So I had those notes with me. I had those graphs with me, and the slides of procurement or risk or just go through them once. But you do not have to cram them or be rigid to put them in your mind. Just go through them once, and I think when will start solving the questions, there will be many concepts which as soon
Yes.
that will be progressive elaboration.
That's what I
With
feel the same.
every other question, with every other mock, you will realize, oh, I mean, okay, this is how it is. Okay, we have to analyze first. Okay, he's going to review first. So there were a lot of things which I learned by, gradually by doing the mocks, and I just kept on doing, kept on doing. So I think if you follow the roadmap which he has given you, and you just keep updating him with your percentage and everything. So I think that will be best for you, because if I see my percentage, so I was like a little stressed, but he was very confident that uh, that's okay, you can do it, you can do it. So I think now, after getting Alhamdulillah above target in all three domains, I think you should blindly just close your eyes and trust what he says.
I know, I can trust him. I'm trusting him, but for me, the completing topic itself is taking a lot of time. So I was just confused with that. Anyway, Chase, thank you.
You
I'll,
just do the
yeah,
question, and then open it and do the RCA. Leave
okay, yeah,
everything.
okay,
Thank
that
you.
makes
Thank
sense.
you very
Thank you
much.
very much. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
You're
Let's
welcome.
go further. Okay, guys. Anyone has any question? Okay. She did when doing the mocks, did her. Yes, of course, her score fluctuated 55 to 80. Like both ways, her score fluctuated, Rizwan. Anyone has any question that they would like to ask her? Okay. Thank you, Anam. Thank you very much. Now, Anam, you already working on the each one teach one. You just said one of your colleague. The most important thing is that you know how important that mastermind group is. Always working. That's like a machine that we have built that is always working 24/7. So I hope you can keep adding your values like Vinkat is adding, other people are doing it. In addition to that, please do share 20 questions if you can make for the PMP marathon that we are going to have on Saturday. Try to do it day or maximum by tomorrow. Otherwise, you will get busy in your life and things like that. Okay. So thank you very much. Do share me your picture to put on the thumbnail. I will put it probably tomorrow. With that, I wish you best of luck, my friend. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And I seriously owe this certificate to a lot of people who have played a vital role, obviously, in my life. And I think more of its part goes to you, how you coach and how you make it possible for people who are confused like me. And obviously, my family, without their support and I probably won't be able to do it. And I really want to thank the aspirant group. There are a lot of people I even do not remember their names, like Binsi, Fatma, I think there was some Faisal, Mehfooz, and a lot of people whom I've been bothering, and they have been very, very cooperative with me. So if anyone has any question anytime, they can, ask me. I am always available to help you. And I know what state of mind you people are going must be going through right now, but don't worry, it will be all good. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Thank you very much for your kind words.